Okay. Dear friends and family of Joel, and well, I guess taking a step back, this is from Jay Thomas, who was Joel's manager at Structural Group for the last 3 years. Is that right, Alex? Okay. My name is Jay Thomas. I'm a friend and co-worker of Joel's who had the good fortune to have crossed paths with him at Structural Group in Baltimore. Like Joel's love of his life, Alex, I also have a life partner, and she has an uncanny sixth sense about people. A few years ago, I received a stack of resumes. One of them was a resume of Joel Levenberg. I asked her to take a look at them. She went through the pile and handed me back just one resume. She said, "This is the man you need to hire." He is professional with passion and drive. Later that day, I met Joel face to face, and it took me all of about 5 minutes to come to the same conclusion that she did. I felt his energy, passion, personality, desire to succeed, and good karma immediately. Let me tell you, Joel had all the right personality traits. Zero background in our structural engineering world. But didn't stop him. He took a job working for the largest company in the business in a field where the subject matter is extremely technical. His new company was considered the go-to guys in the industry for major construction problems that no other company can or wants to deal with. Joel would basically have to learn how to be the fixer in his new world. He would joke and say he would have to be like the Harvey Keitel character in Pulp Fiction, the wolf. I will spare you the other quotes he joked about in that same movie, but you get the idea. You could see Joel almost salivating over the chance to take on an opportunity. As you know, Joel wasn't trained as a structural engineer, yet he never flinched at the opportunity to learn everything he could about the topic. He immediately began to study and would listen to anyone who would mentor him. Joel was like a dry sponge for knowledge. He had zero fear of asking questions, no fear of temporary stumbles, no fear of taking on any tasks that would help him succeed. His pain-in-the-ass boss utilizes a drill sergeant method, and he loved it. He had a wonderful bring it attitude. I've been in this business for 30 years and can tell you it was impressive how quickly Joel learned and really enjoyed his new craft. Next time you drive on the I-70 bridge over Glenwood Canyon, think of Joel. He fixed that bridge after the most recent damage from a rock slide a few years ago. 2 years ago, the company wanted to direct our efforts into a very specialized market where we would be strengthening the insides of large concrete pipes that bring us drinking water throughout the U.S. It's a simple sounding task, but the entire sales and installation process is quite technical. Worse yet, we had zero market share, no reputation in this area at all, and our competition had a 10-year head start. Joel was going to be our man to blaze this trail. He took on the mission with passion and commitment that you all would expect of him. It was impressive how in a short time the mountain guy from the Republic of Boulder incrementally became not just a participant in the game, but a player, respected by his clients and competition, and me. Joel spoke about how many of his favorite outdoor activities that truly got his heart pumping. He was really proud of his work achievements, and I think many of them got his heart pumping at those same levels. Joel's the type of employee that most managers wish they had 20 of. He was a hard worker, quick learner, and always gave 110%. He was the kind of man that you would want next to you in a foxhole under fire, or alongside in the battlefield. I know his parents are very proud of the man that they raised. I've had many coworkers in my career, but very few that I would call friend. Joel and I had a wonderful chemistry and compatibility, both in and out of work, that was energizing. Both of us are self-described hard rock music aficionados, despite our daily jobs as suits. I could recite any obscure lyrics from AC/DC, Frank Zappa, Metallica, Judas Priest, and he could finish the next line. I will truly miss my special friend. I've been taught that every event in our lives can have only one or two emotional reactions, love or fear. Love is positive and will energize you. Fear will suck the life out and energy of you. Joel was fearless. Let us all focus on celebrating Joel's life and his adventure through it. If I may, to close, I would like to share a positive takeaway with you. There was a play recently in New York City called Everlong. The theme that consistent throughout the play was, when someone leaves us, we should not say goodbye, because our relationships never really end. They go on in this life and the next, and our physical separation is just temporary. Instead, we should just say good night, as we do every night. Good night, my friend. Today I will start my search to find your good soul, which I truly believe has landed in some lucky person. Godspeed, and I shall see you again. Your friend and partner in battle, Jay.
And this sent in from a co-worker of Joel's, Nils Fox, who couldn't make it here. He's a co-worker of his on the West Coast. Sticking with that. To the family and friends of Joel Levenberg, I wanted to pass along my condolences. Joel and I were co-workers at Structural Group. We were hired around the same time to do the same job, just in different parts of the country. With Joel as a co-worker and friend, I felt that I had found a kindred spirit. He and I had similar interests, etc. We'd often talk about lots of everyday stuff. For example, our exercise programs, him doing interval training on his bike and me trying to do interval training on the treadmill. I had the good fortune to meet literally thousands of people in my life, and I can say that Joel was one of the very best people I knew. I think that this goodness that was inside of him was created and encouraged by the people around him. In other words, all of you. His family, friends, co-workers, etc. I want all of you to know that were close to Joel, to know how highly I thought of him and that I will miss him very much. I'm deeply saddened and troubled by his passing, but I also know that he wanted the people he knew to have happiness in their lives. I am going to honor his memory by trying to focus on the goodness that was his life. Sincerely, Nils Fox. So, cheers to that.